All right, guys. Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, whenever it is that you're watching me. So we're doing activity 311 today, assignment 311. So what we're going to be working on today is being able to identify patterns, number sequences, things like that. But we're still working on our number recognition. So if we look right here, it says in the floppy. All right. So what we need is our home page. Okay. So you can get the floppy either by clicking on the pretty picture, or you can click on the words, and you may have to scroll down. But the words underneath the Bitmoji Classroom floppy workbook. Okay. So you do you. I've already got mine loaded, and I magically loaded my Cami already. So here's our bell work. Bell work goes in the purple section of our quaderno with the date. So you would write today's date, 3/11, March 11th, however you would like to do that. Okay, so there's our bell work. Doing some more math. Okay, remember, number, symbol, number, symbol, number. So you're writing out the equation and you are doing it with words. This helps us on our number recognition. This helps us on our math. Okay, so it's very helpful. So activity B in the floppy. So here what we're doing is we're going to do we don't need the floppy for B, but we do need it for C. Okay, this is just a quick matching. Okay, so you'll go through this and match them up. I would suggest writing these letters in these spaces. Okay. I think with the number that you have here, if you had 5, you could get away with lines, but since we have 10, it would be the number of lines you would have would be kind of a lot. Okay, so go with numbers. All right. Then let's look here at C. C says write the number pattern and then find the missing numbers in Espanol. Okay, so you will have at least, you'll have 3 numbers total written on each line. Okay, because you need to have a pattern of numbers. So if you write just the answer, I'm going to send it back to you. Okay, so unless you want this sent back to you, I will have you write this pattern out. Okay, so let's look at what I've got here, and I've given you a bigger pattern to make it a little easier to identify. So I have uno, blank, cinco, siete, nueve. Okay, so uno is 1, and then you have a blank, and then you have cinco, siete, nueve. So the easiest thing to do is to figure out what the numbers are in English. And you might just think like when you're writing these out on your Cami, you might just write the numerals above it. So you would write uno is 1, and you have a blank, and then you have cinco, which is 5, and then siete, you write numeral 7, and then nueve, which is 9. So try to figure out, how are you counting? Are you counting by ones? Are you counting by twos, fives, tens? Okay. Are you counting on evens? Are you counting on odds? Things like that. Okay. So I would suggest, and then so figure out, how are you counting? Ones, twos, or maybe you're counting by threes, fives, tens. Those are our general ways to count. Like in English and Spanish, like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Okay. So those are our normal kinds of number patterns to have. And then you need to figure out, are you counting evens? Are you counting odds? Those sorts of things. And then you'll be able to determine what kind of missing number do you have. Okay. So for activity C, you write the pattern. So you're going to have a minimum of 3 numbers by the time you finish. You're going to have a blank one. Okay? If you have any questions, let me know. I love you guys, and I'll see you later. All right. Bye.